Conflicts can arise when registered individuals are involved in outside business activities, for example, because of the compensation they receive for these activities, or because of the nature of the relationship between the individual and the outside entity. Before approving any of these activities, registered firms should consider potential conflicts of interest. If the firm cannot properly control a potential conflict of interest, it should not permit the outside activity. Registrants must disclose all outside business activities in Form 33-109F4 or Form 33-109F5 for changes in outside business activities after registration. Required disclosure includes the following: whether the registrant receives compensation or not, any employment and business activities outside the registrant sponsoring firm, all officer or director positions, and any other equivalent positions held, as well as positions of influence. The following are examples of outside business activities that regulators would expect to be disclosed: paid or unpaid roles with charitable, social, or religious organizations where the individual is in a position of power or influence, and where the activity places the registered individual in contact with clients or potential clients, including positions where the registrant handles investments or monies of the organization. Also, being an owner of a holding company. The regulator will take into account the existing and reasonably foreseeable material conflicts of interest that may arise as a result of an individual's outside business activities when assessing that individual's application for registration or continuing fitness for registration, including the following. Firstly, whether the individual will have sufficient time to properly carry out their registerable activities, including remaining current on securities law and product knowledge. Also, whether the individual will be able to properly service clients. What is the risk of client confusion, and are there effective controls and supervision in place to address the risk? Whether the outside business activity presents a conflict of interest for the individual, and whether that conflict of interest should be avoided or can be appropriately controlled. Whether the outside business activity places the individual in a position of power or influence over clients or potential clients, in particular clients or potential clients that may be vulnerable. And whether the outside business activity provides the individual with access to privileged, confidential, or insider information relevant to their registerable activities. A registered firm is responsible for monitoring and supervising the individuals whose registration it sponsors. In relation to outside business activities, this includes having appropriate policies and procedures to deal with outside business activities, including ensuring outside business activities do not either involve activities that are inconsistent with securities legislation, IROC requirements, or MFDA requirements, and interfere with the individual's ability to remain current on securities law and product knowledge. Also, requiring individual registrants to disclose to their firm and requiring the firm to review and approve all outside business activities prior to the activities commencing. Requiring individual registrants to disclose to any new sponsoring firm and requiring that new sponsoring firm to review and approve all outside business activities prior to the registered individual joining the new sponsoring firm. Ensuring the firm's chief compliance officer is able to properly supervise and monitor the outside business activities. Maintaining records documenting its supervision of outside business activities and ensuring these records are available for review by regulators. Ensuring that existing and reasonably foreseeable material conflicts of interest are identified and that appropriate steps are taken to address such conflicts in the best interest of clients. Ensuring outside business activities do not impair the ability to provide adequate client service, including, where necessary, having an alternate representative available for the client. Ensuring the outside business activity is consistent with the registrant's duty to deal fairly, honestly, and in good faith with its clients. Implementing risk management, including proper separation of the outside business activity and registerable activity. Preventing exposure of the firm to complaints and litigation. And assessing whether the firm's knowledge of the individual's lifestyle is commensurate with its knowledge of the individual's business activities, and staying alert to other indicators of possible fraudulent activity. For example, if information comes to the firm's knowledge, including through a client complaint, that a registered individual's lifestyle is not commensurate with the individual's compensation by the firm, regulators would expect the registered firm to make further inquiries to assess the situation. Failure to discharge these responsibilities may be relevant to the firm's continued fitness for registration.